Hello everybody, my name is Clauze and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be telling you why I chose music and then going to be doing a little bit of guitar practice. So, why I chose to do music. So, as I do in every daily affirmation that I have with myself on these YouTube videos, I'd say that I was always found that I was meant to do music. So ever since I was little, I've been really in depth of music. Like, I'll analyze it. Like, whenever Despacito came out by Justin Bieber, I did translate it all. And I was probably like 8 years old. So like, was it super fascinating for like an 8-year-old to do that? No. But I wanted to understand what I was saying or trying to say whenever I was singing that song in my car, and I would overanalyze every single song because my family I live in West Virginia, so country music is very heavy and very prominent. So whenever a country song would come on, I would listen to the lyrics and then listen to the melody if it came on again, and listen to every little layer of that song until I could really form like a concept of what was going on into it. And so that I always found interesting, and I would tell my family about it, and they would just kind of look at me like I was crazy, and like they were like, it's just a song, like you don't need to overthink it, like you're doing too much. And maybe I like doing too much. Maybe that's what makes my life go by a little faster and a little more interesting. So flash forward to me being in 5th grade. I start going to band and I do trumpet because we didn't have a guitar. We certainly couldn't afford a piano. There was no guitar practice because band wasn't heavily in guitar. So I played the trumpet, and I got my first instrument whenever I was like 12 years old, getting it from Amazon, and I rocked that. I mean, it was the best thing that I did at the time. I was heavily influenced by music, and I would work on it whenever I was in school. I'd work on it whenever I got home. It was like the whole day was devoted to my trumpet. And little did I know that was going to be like a very big turning point in my life of what I wanted to do with my life. So we're going to flash forward to 6th grade. I stopped going to band because I had a bad experience with the band teacher. He wanted me to go to his house to do private lessons, but I just didn't feel comfortable, so then he got a little more hostile towards me. So band was dropped, but I never stopped continuing with my love for music, and I would always strive to do better with trumpet. So I am pretty decent with the trumpet, but I didn't want to just primarily be a trumpet player because there's not many roles that you can get from doing that. So I started writing lyrics and trying to write songs at a very young age, but unfortunately they are all scrapped and lost. I don't know where they went. Throughout my senior year of high school was whenever I fully started leaning into music a lot more. I would devote more of my time towards music than my classes. Now, though I was a grade student and like that was what I got, I would slack off in class knowing that I could make up for it later on. And I wrote this one song called Suntan Summer in my college math class. And that was the first song that I had a majority of it written, and I felt great about it. I genuinely felt like that was gonna be a hit single, and I still do to this day. 2 years later, I think it was meant to be something big. And so it is stored and it is remembered. I have the original paper of my math and my Suntan Summer written lyrics on the side where it started and then where I took it. So that was a very fun process. I felt like it was the biggest learning step I had taken in a hot minute because it kind of fell to me like just in my mind, it just like was like, boom, like these are the lyrics, you write them. And so I wrote them. But then it was like, you gotta analyze it and you gotta add to it. So doing that was really fun and really like a one-of-a-kind experience for me at the time, but now it happens on a regular. So whenever I graduated, I bought myself a 12-string guitar, and well, my mom bought me a 12-string guitar, but I paid her back for it. And I tried to learn it. I can pull it over in just 1 second. I tried to learn this, but unfortunately, I didn't know how to tune every single string, and I didn't want to break it, so I never like really got to learn how to rock this bad boy. I'm sure I could definitely do it now. It's actually in pretty great condition for how the strings are to the neck, so I might give it a try. But I was stuck on this for a couple months, and then I was like, I need an actual guitar. So again, I went out and I bought my guitar, which is a Yamaha, and it was expensive, but time will also bring back the money. So it was something I was worth putting into, because it wasn't more than a hobby at the moment, but it was something that I wanted to do. So I got the guitar, and I learned from YouTube, and I learned from all these other websites about chords at the moment and strumming patterns, and I started playing it. I've always had a pick. I used one of my like merch guitar picks for the longest time because I didn't know where to get a guitar pick. Little did I know Sweetwater was the best place to go for me, and so I started strumming and I started practicing, and then I quit. I quit doing that because life got busy and very hectic, and school was in session, and I was working almost a full-time position as a part-time student. It was chaotic, to say the least. For Christmas, I got myself a keyboard, and I started picking up on the guitar again. So I was trying to simultaneously do both, and I had lessons and practices for all. Singing lessons, vocal lessons, that's the same thing, piano lessons and guitar lessons, and then how to like DAW lessons for Logic Pro. And it was just so expensive, and it got to be too much for me to do in a week, so I had to draw back on all of that as well. Now, in my current state, I am solely practicing on my guitar, but every now and again I'll go back to my keyboard to make sure I have the same progress that I was starting out with and what I got from my tutoring lessons. So it's not forgotten and wasted time and money. I don't write songs with my guitar. If I do, it's very, very rare. I love my guitar, and I love music and everything about it. It's just so phenomenal to me. I'm trying to keep my voice down, so if I sound so monotone, it's because it's kind of late and I don't want to wake anyone in my house. But I'm trying to learn my DAW real nice. Logic Pro and MacBooks itself are very complicated. It's not like any laptop I've ever had. So I'm trying to learn and understand it a little bit better before I start producing and putting things out to the world that I don't think are what I want them to be. I want something that feels like it's myself. It's very organic and shows what I am capable of, what I have to offer. And for you all to look at and judge me from the lens that I am hoping that you all would judge me from, because I don't want to give you content that isn't my best work and it get criticized because I wasn't fully capable of doing what I needed to do, which it's okay. Like, that will happen eventually, but I don't want it to be because I stopped with the learning curve. Like, I gave up on myself. So I've always watched the Grammys, I've always watched the AMAs and all these other award shows, but my favorite one was the Grammys, and I would watch it with my mom every single time it came on in her bedroom. And I would watch people win Album of the Year, I'd watch them win Best New Artist, I'd watch the whole show. And I loved the outfits, I loved the speeches, I loved every single thing about it. I mean, the show was just amazing. And yes, people are like, it's just a bunch of rich people having a party, okay? And like, they're not allowed to celebrate their accomplishments. Like, I want to be there. I want to be there. That's all I could think of whenever I watch these Grammys is I need to be there. I'm gonna be in that floor seating, and I will also be on that stage one day. Everything that I work for is not just for money, it's not just for wealth and fame. It's so I can meet people, it's so I can make people feel related to and understand that they are not alone. I don't want people to think I'm a money hungry businessman because I don't know much about business, and I'm not money hungry. It's nice to not have to struggle, but that's all I've ever known. So it's not like I'm always like, I need more and more and more, and I just can't get enough. I don't ever want to be that way. I don't think music should be made to be something super enormously profitable from and you don't give back. Because, I mean, your work is and your money is dependent on your fans, and why not give back to them and give back to the world, because you owe them your job. Like, you have your job because of these people, so why not thank them and give them something back? Because yeah, you're a millionaire, multi-millionaire, maybe a billionaire, I don't know. I think that it should be a standard, and most people do that, but I want to be one of those people. I have been put down so many times. I used to have a content page on TikTok where I would post me doing guitar, and I would post me singing every single day, and I would get flamed. I would get absolutely flamed on TikTok by all these people I knew, people I didn't know. And so it was like a taste of what reality had set in for myself, and maybe I wasn't meant to be this kind of person and have this life that I've always wanted. But then I came to realize it's like their opinion doesn't matter to me, and their words are just out of hate. And yes, like, obviously you take everything with a grain of salt, but you also learn a lesson. So if they're telling you, oh, this is bad, like, you need to practice, I will practice. I will. I really do think hate comments are something to learn from, and not all of them, but some of them are meant to be used as a critic. I'm saying a lot. I took down most of my videos because I was fed up and I didn't want my family or friends to see it. It felt like my small town knew everything about me and was judging me so heavily. I was under this like microscope, and like they would just keep getting more detailed and more personal into my life, and I didn't want that at the time. Now I don't care what my family thinks about what I want to do with my life, because it's my life, it's my job. I don't care what my hometown friends think of my life and my job, because it's my life and my job. If they want to hate on me, they weren't my friends at the start anyway. They didn't want what's best for me. They didn't care for my ambitions and my passions. They wanted me to be content with staying somewhere I wasn't happy with. And so it's kind of like growth at the same time. You don't really know who's your friend until you do the risk and you take this jump that people aren't used to. You really get to see how people will treat you once you do something that isn't seen as a standard norm. and I don't really care about it, but sometimes it does get to me. It's like, wow, people don't like me. People really shit on me and talk bad about me to their friends, and they have group chats about me. But then it's like, okay, well, they're talking about me, so oh well, my name keeps being in their mouth. They're gonna keep thinking me and looking at my content. So I think that is a wonderful thing, because free promotion, that is free promotion to me. Good and bad words and comments are promotion nonetheless. So please keep talking about me so people get curious and look me up. I don't care. Just make sure you keep telling other people, so then people will like me. People will know me. So, but yeah, like that's how my journey is going right now with music. I currently have not been using Logic Pro as much as I should. I'm gonna try and get back on that grind, but with school coming back into session within the next 2 weeks, it's gonna be really difficult. It's gonna be hell to try and manage my hobbies and my passions and my goals with schoolwork and my job. It's a lot to take on within 16 hours because you gotta sleep for 8. It's a lot within 8 hours because, well, 7 hours because you have to go to work 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after your shift. So it's really, really time consuming, and it's really hard to manage it all. Yeah, so that is what my life is looking like right now. That is what my goals are. So without further ado, I'm going to get my guitar and I'm gonna practice for you all. So I have my guitar and I have my pick. Now I'm gonna try and be quiet because my family is trying to sleep and I want to be a little respectful to them and not wake them up. So hand is gonna be on the strings. Let me back up real quick so you can see me. Do this. I think I'll just let this one be finger picked so it's a little more quiet. Oh fuck. I'm gonna do this finger picked because it's a little more quiet to do this. Play my regular chords real quick. So I'm trying to memorize the chords and how the finger placement should be. go back to the pentatonic scale. So yeah, that is all I'm gonna do for tonight. Just a little practice. I gotta learn the range so I can go up and down with ease on my guitar and not miss it every time I'm trying to go up and down, because I feel like every time I try and go up, I miss every now and again. So that would certainly be something I work on in the later days to come. So without further ado, I'm gonna do my daily affirmations. Let me get my stand up. Okay. So, my name is Clauze, and within the next 7 months, I will be famous. People will hear my name. I will be on social media. People will love me because I am everywhere and I'm relatable. People will not be able to turn their back from me. They will talk shit on me. They will talk good on me. No matter what, it is still attention that I'm willing to have. You could call me an attention whore, because any attention is gonna bring me revenue, and I can give that back to you. So anything I can do to help. My goal in life is to write my own songs and produce music that I think represents me and how my life is going, but also how my music goes. I want it to make you all feel related to and understood and seen and loved. I don't want people to think that they are alone in this world and that nothing good is ever going to come, because that is certainly not true. There is always something that is bound to happen that is good in your life. And I hope that one day my music will let you understand that. And maybe I will be able to help someone in a bad situation. That is my goal in life, is to help as many people as I can and meet all my fans that I have in the future. I'm going to be one of the greats, like the Beatles, Rolling Stones, Michael Jackson, Taylor Swift, Madonna. I will be up there. I will be one of the greats in music, because I'm something that most of this music industry has not seen. You have not seen a face like me, and what I'm willing to do to get where I want to be is very strong. I have a lot of urge to get something that I want. So the world will have to prepare for me, because I'm coming no matter what. And yep, that's my daily affirmation. So I love you guys so much, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your evening. I will see you all whenever I see you. Love you guys so much. Goodbye.